Patricia, may I have a word?
What is it, Olivia?
You've been slacking off a lot just because Nathan is on an overseas business trip, haven't you?
I don't mean to be lazy.
No, your way of doing things seems as if you are underestimating your duty as a wife.
I don't think so.
You're older than Nathan, and can't you even understand that much?
I'm sorry, but what do you mean?
You're older. You should work with more care. Are you just getting old for nothing?
It's terrible to say that I'm getting old for nothing.
For Nathan's sake, you should be more firm. Why do you think Nathan's working so hard, even going abroad for business? You should be able to take care of him more.
I understand, Olivia. I will work harder.
You've really been neglecting the house too much lately. You should clean the house more before Nathan comes home.
I don't mean to be so slack, but you don't seem to be satisfied.
There's no way I'll be satisfied. You're older than him, so you should have more experience, but you're acting like a teenager.
Even though I have experience, I can't quite meet your expectations.
Isn't it your job to make an effort to meet the expectations? You're not getting old for nothing, so you should be more reliable.
Yes, Olivia, I will make more effort from now on.
Effort alone is not enough. Make sure that when Nathan comes home, you will be able to provide him with the proper care and food.
Of course, I intend to.
That's not good enough. Make sure you do it. Have you ever thought about how embarrassed Nathan is because you are older than him?
That's not true.
So, you have to make sure you can take care of Nathan, for the sake of our family too.
I understand, Olivia.
You are not a good cook or cleaner at all. You can't face your family in this condition.
I'm trying to work on that, but I'm still not good enough for you.
You are older than Nathan, so you need to be more reliable.
Yes, I understand.
Your lack of effort makes Nathan sick of coming home, too.
Oh, no.
If you can't do your job as a housewife properly, then why did Nathan marry you? Take it more seriously.
Yes, I will work harder and more seriously from now on.
If you slack off, I will have to do something about it. Don't forget that you're always being watched.
Understood, Olivia.
Hey, what can you do right? You don't understand what I'm saying at all. I really hate you for being old for nothing.
Olivia, what's wrong?
What's wrong? You said you couldn't reserve a restaurant to host the local Women's Association meeting. What are you doing? I can't believe it. How could you not do something so important?
I'm sorry, Olivia. The place is so popular, they can't take reservations until 3 months in advance. I've called several times, but the place is always busy.
This is why I hate you. You're really useless.
Excuse me?
You're still young. Isn't there some kind of backup? An app? Kids these days have all kinds of tricks to get reservations. I don't know, but I'm sure you could have done that without a problem. You lack that flexibility. You're a useless 42-year-old woman. You're completely useless. You're too slow at everything.
I think age has nothing to do with it.
It does. A wife 12 years older than Nathan is really of no use to me. I still don't approve of you, you know? I guess just because you're older doesn't mean you can do everything.
Really?
Of course not. I can't believe it. I doubt you could have a baby, and maybe you were just trying to flirt with Nathan to get him into the mood to marry him. I would have preferred a younger, more beautiful, brag-worthy wife. This is too sad for Nathan.
You're right. I'm sorry for being older. I'm really sorry. But I'm trying my best in my own way.
If you know that, then make an effort to raise your value in other areas. Show more effort, not just in terms of age.
What do you mean?
I'm telling you to be useful to us. And yet, If you can't make a single reservation, you can't do anything, then what's the point? You're just getting older and wasting your time. You are so pathetic. You should be smarter and more creative.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not young, but things are going well with Nathan and we support each other in life.
Huh, you're a real meek woman. Just indulging in such fantasies won't solve anything. Nathan must be regretting it. Poor Nathan. I can't even imagine how much stress he must be going through.
Olivia, that's a bit terrible.
Anyway, this local women's association meeting is an important event for us. I'm the organizer this time, so I gave you the biggest chance to prove you're somehow useful. You should be more grateful and do it properly.
Okay, let's find another place. I'll do my best to find another one.
Of course. It has to be a place with 5 stars. That's common sense. Use your head a little.
No, there is no such place. On the contrary, it would be too suspicious. Anyway, I'll try my best.
If you embarrass me with the restaurant, I will never forgive you. To protect my honor, do it properly.
Yes, I will do my best. I'll do my best to live up to your expectations.
Hey, get ready for dinner this Christmas. It's the one day a year when the family gets together for fun, so make sure it's a gorgeous menu. Of course, make the homemade sweets. Make us smile with your cooking.
Huh? I'm going to prepare Christmas dinner all by myself?
Yes, you are. You have complaints?
No, I'm not complaining, but I'm not sure.
Huh? What are you talking about? I've always told you to make an effort to do all the household chores, haven't I? Of course, that includes cooking.
Yes.
And clean the whole house. Our bathroom, toilet, kitchen fan, all the windows in the house.
Well, I can't do all of that because I have to work the day before. I can at least prepare dinner for the day of the event, but...
Damn, what kind of useless wife are you? Come over to my place after work and clean up afterwards. And of course, you'll make everything for dinner.
Everything by myself?
Of course. I won't forgive you if you cut corners. I want to make sure that everyone in the family is satisfied.
It's not easy for me to make everything by myself, so I'll have to combine it with something I buy. Would that be okay?
You're really getting old, aren't you? You've gotten cocky to be able to say such a thing so openly. In my family, it's been a rule for generations that Christmas dinner is homemade. I won't allow anything from a store.
I see.
You're old enough to make a good dinner, right?
I've never made those kinds of food. I buy them pre-made.
Really? That shows where you grew up. You are more and more unworthy to be the wife of a decent family like ours.
I understand. I'll do my best.
Use first-rate ingredients. Don't use cheap stuff.
But, Olivia, can you tell me exactly what first-rate ingredients I should use?
You don't even know? That's really pathetic. For example, you can order from the famous market or something that you can only get at high-end supermarkets.
I see, but isn't that too much to ask for in terms of budget?
Budget has nothing to do with it. Nathan earns a lot of money, so that much luxury is allowed. Above all, it's your role to serve your family.
I understand, but it's really hard for me to do everything by myself, so can you help me? Of course, I'll be the main cook.
Why should I help you? You're really useless. I thought you would be more dependable since you are older. I will never forgive you if you let Nathan help you.
Of course I will not. However, it might take some time, so could you please let me off the hook a little? I would be most happy if you could help me.
Impossible. This is your job.
I understand that, but I need a little time to make it perfect. I'm sure you would understand.
I don't want to hear your excuses. Anyway, you do all the work. Finish it at the level we expect. That's what a wife is supposed to do.
Olivia, what does this mean? As I was told, I went shopping. The Christmas store was very crowded and I was a little late. My apologies, but I can't get into the house.
Did you buy a case of beer?
Yes, I did.
Then leave it at the door. Good night.
What?
Just go home, and while you're at it, clean the doghouse in the yard and take the dog for a walk.
What do you mean? I just came to say hello to you all. You said you needed more drinks, so I just went to the store to buy some. Nathan is still there too.
Nathan started drinking as soon as he arrived and got drunk and fell asleep while you went shopping. He must have a lot of problems at home. He seemed to be under a lot of stress. I feel sorry for him. I'm really worried about him.
I think it was because he had to work late last night and stayed up until this morning. Maybe that's why he was tired.
Don't be defiant. I don't want to hear your excuses. Anyway, I'll leave Nathan like this and you go home.
Are you serious? Even if I'm told to go home, do you really don't need me?
My husband couldn't return this year, and I'm inviting some members of the Neighborhood Women's Association. The only other family member is Nathan. There is no reason for you to be here.
I'm not part of your family? I thought I was here as a member of your family.
You're not. I can't show such a stained and wrinkled used woman to the Women's Association. I can't bring shame to the house. But anyway, you made dinner just like I said, right?
Yes, I don't know if you like it, but I did my best to make it.
I heard you had Nathan help you. That's not what you promised. You said you would do it by yourself.
When I was making it since yesterday morning, Nathan volunteered to do it. I didn't ask him to do it.
Don't you know the saying, men are not allowed in the kitchen? Don't make my tired son do that.
I'm sorry. Nathan insisted on helping me.
What a wife you are. You're really useless. Enough already. Hurry up and go take the dog for a walk. Make sure you wear a mask and a hat.
Why are you in such a hurry?
Because I don't want the neighbors to see you. If they find out you're my daughter-in-law, they'll think of my son who can only get a useless wife, and they'll feel sorry for Nathan.
A useless wife? I'm trying my best in my own way.
There's a reason why you couldn't get married until you're 42 years old. Since Nathan married you, you should at least be useful. That's right. You're not my daughter-in-law. You're a servant. You're supposed to do all the chores around the house.
Terrible. I understand. If that's my duty, I'll do my best. But Olivia, is that really going to make your family happy?
You don't know anything about family happiness. We decide. All you have to do is obey.
Yes, but I also want to work together with Nathan as a family.
We don't need your effort. Just do as we say, and that's all you need to do. Hey, what's going on? Why do I have to be nagged by my son? I can't believe this. Are you harassing me?
What?
He's getting super mad at me for sending you home. What did you say to him?
I just told him the truth. There's no reason for me to hide anything. Olivia, you told Nathan that I left voluntarily.
It's the same thing. So don't worry about it so much.
It's quite different. How dare you ignore my position and feelings and put your own convenience first?
Anyway, guess what? My husband is coming back from Japan next month. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm so happy that I can't wait to see him.
Don't change the subject. But I am also happy that he's coming back from Japan.
And it's been a long time since we've seen each other again. I'd like to have a welcome home party with everyone at his favorite restaurant. I'm sure he'll be surprised, and you'll have to help me.
That's a great idea. I'm sure he would love it.
But they don't take reservations there. You'll have to find your own way to get a good table. And it's really popular right now, so you'll have to get in line before the restaurant opens. If you don't get there early, you won't be able to get a table.
Well, that's a bit difficult.
I know, but you have to do it.
You mean I have to get in line?
Oh my, you got that quick. Yes, you have to get in line. Who else is going to do it?
I'm used to it. I've been in line a few times before, so…
Oh, I see. Well, you can start lining up about 4 hours in advance.
4 hours in advance? I'm going to get in line that early?
That's right. I want a table by the window, his favorite. Only one pair can sit at that table. Be sure to be the first in line.
Why 4 hours in advance? Why do I have to be there so early?
It was on TV the other day. They said that people started lining up 3 hours and 50 minutes before the opening. So, get in line 4 hours in advance.
Okay.
What? You don't like it? Are you complaining after making such a terrible Christmas dinner?
Huh? Was it that bad?
It was super bad. I couldn't even eat it. Even our dog didn't eat it.
What? I heard it was gone when Nathan woke up, so I thought you ate it.
I threw away your home-cooked Christmas food. You are guilty of increasing food waste. You're making a mess in my kitchen.
You threw it out? That's terrible. I worked so hard to make it in my own way.
It's worse to make us eat that grotesque food. That's why I'm going to let you make up for it. It's easy to wait for the store to open. You'll be doing us a favor. My husband has done so much for you. He deserves that much effort.
For his sake. I understand. I'll see what I can do.
It's a table for 4. Let's give a nice welcome-back dinner. We'll celebrate with the whole family. Oh, and don't tell Nathan. I want to surprise him, too.
Yes, I'll do it. I understand.
How do you feel, Patricia? I was really looking forward to this day. It's like a dream come true to have a delicious meal with the whole family. I don't think I need to confirm this. Of course, you're at the front of the line, right?
Yes. It's snowing.
Oh my, it's so elegant to be able to wait while looking at the beautiful snow.
It's absurdly cold, but…
It's snowing, so it must be cold. About 2 more hours, right?
Yes, ma'am.
When you enter the restaurant, tell them you want to be seated. If they let you in without a problem, you can leave. Your part in this is over. Go home, there's nothing more to do. You're a good-for-nothing wife. Stay out and don't bother us.
Huh? Wait a minute. I don't understand why you treat me like that.
Huh? You really don't understand? Or don't you want to understand?
No. I want to see your husband too, and I want to be part of the family.
Then why don't you talk on the phone later?
But it's a table of 4. I thought I would be included.
Me, Nathan, my husband, and the boss of the Women's Association. You're not included.
Are you serious? That's a bit shocking.
Don't tell me you were planning to come. You're so brazen. I can't believe you could think like that. You are out of place in such a fancy restaurant. You should know your place. Handyman, please go home when you're done. You don't need to be there anymore. Then I'll call my husband and Nathan now. I'll let them know you worked hard.
The cold is getting to me even more. Am I not family?
Hey, did you get that table right?
Yes.
Yes, thank goodness. By the way, my husband isn't answering his phone. I wonder why.
Oh,
But that's okay. I'm already here anyway. I'll call him from the restaurant.
Oh, are you at the restaurant?
Yes, I'm in front of the restaurant. Here I go. I'm coming in. Thanks for being a handyman. I'm so happy. What's going on? They wouldn't let me in. You made sure you got that table, didn't you?
Yes, I did. The whole family is safely around the table.
Huh? What do you mean?
Actually, I called your husband while I was waiting.
What?
Because you told me that if I wanted to talk to him, I can call him, right?
Huh?
And I'm actually the type of person who can't do surprises, so I ended up talking on the phone.
What?
I told him that I've been waiting for 4 hours to get into the restaurant, and was told to go home from you.
Oh my God.
I also told him you threw my food away. You didn't even let me in the house on New Year's Day, and you call me a useless wife.
What? You're kidding, right?
Then he said, "I'm sorry," and rushed right over. He said there was no need for me to leave. He let me join the table, and we're about to have dinner.
What? You've got to be kidding me. What are you talking about? It's not right to have a welcome home party for my husband without me.
By the way, I explained the situation to Nathan. He declared that he can't live with you anymore.
You're too cocky. But that's okay. Then you'll be a genuine stranger. That means you and Nathan are divorced, so go home. That seat is mine.
No, it seems it's you who will be a stranger.
Excuse me?
First of all, Nathan chose me. He told me he's going to break off the relationship with you. And your husband said he didn't have confidence in continuing the relationship with you either.
That's a lie.
He was tired of your harsh personality, and Nathan was telling him to talk to you to stop being a wife beater. So your husband was trying to talk things over with you when he came back.
Okay, then we'll talk about it. But no matter what happens, he and I will always be husband and wife.
And now he says he doesn't want to talk about it anymore. I heard that he also made a certain decision.
Don't talk nonsense.
It's not nonsense. I understand. I'll destroy your home.
What?
He's decided to get a divorce.
Oh no!
You made me stand in line for 4 hours in the cold and wouldn't let me eat with you guys. That kind of person is not family.
It's your fault. Why did you tell them that? Are you stupid?
I said that on purpose because I'm not stupid. I don't want to be treated like your servant anymore.
My husband is there, isn't he? Tell him to pick up the phone. I've been calling him all day, but he never answers.
He doesn't want to. And then there's the boss of the Women's Association.
Don't say anything to that person. It would be embarrassing if it becomes a rumor in the Women's Association.
No, she's not here.
Huh?
You know what? I heard you were talking bad about me a lot at the Women's Association, calling me a disgraceful old hag wife. I heard that she is also 12 years older than her husband. So she was offended and called the restaurant to say she didn't want to go there anymore.
No way. If she hates me.
By the way, it seems that about half of the Women's Association are older than their husbands, and everyone is upset.
Oh no. What should I do?
I'd like to have dinner. I've been waiting for 4 hours and I'm starving.
Wait a minute. Then you have one seat open. I'll go.
There's no seat available.
Why not?
There was one more group at a different table just now, and it looked like there weren't enough chairs, so I gave it to them.
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think you're allowed to treat me like this? Now you go home. That seat is mine.
Now I've been told by your husband not to text with you because we're going to eat now, so I'm leaving. And he is going to proceed with the divorce process.
I don't want a divorce. I'm sorry, Patricia. Let's be friends from now on. Patricia, please help me. He handed me divorce papers and told me to leave. What should I do?
Olivia, please calm down. It's his decision, and there's nothing I can do about it.
But, Patricia, he told me that from now on I have to go through a lawyer to proceed with the divorce. I absolutely hate that.
Even if you say so, There's nothing I can do.
It's not too late, so please convince him. Please, if you talk to him with me, he'll understand.
Olivia, please think about what you have done to me. Do you remember how much you have hurt and tormented me?
Of course I remember. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But please don't ruin my life.
Olivia, have you forgotten how badly I've been treated by you and how much I have endured? Even so, I have been devoted to you, but I've reached my limit.
I am truly sorry. I'm sorry for everything I've done, so please help me. If you can convince him, I'm sure we can get back together.
Olivia, it's too late. He has made his decision, and I have no power to overturn it.
But if you don't do this, I'm going to get kicked out. I really don't know where to go or what to do.
I felt the same way. Remember what you did to me? I thought we were family, but you saw me as nothing more than a handyman.
Oh no, please, Patricia, it's ruining my life.
We have nothing more to talk about. He has made his decision, and I have no choice but to follow it.
Patricia, please, don't abandon me. Please help me.
Olivia, please don't forget how much pain you've caused me. Please don't forget that.
I am so sorry, but please help me. I need your help.
I can't do that. Nathan also said that he would break off the relationship with you too.
Oh no. Patricia, please, really, please help me.
After that, Olivia lost her husband and son. She now lives alone in a cheap old apartment in the neighborhood. Olivia's harassment and mistreatment of me became a rumor in the neighborhood. Even the members of the Women's Association have completely hate her. Olivia used to live comfortably on her husband's income, but now that life seems to have come to an end. She had no choice but to start working part-time. She has never learned her lesson, and she still tries to treat the young part-timers with a superior attitude. She has become an antagonist to the young part-timers. She has become isolated at work, and no one takes her seriously. She spends her days at work getting cold stares and being ignored. But even so, I have no sympathy for her. We spend our days free from her influence, and I can laugh heartily. I see my father-in-law regularly, cook for him, and treat him as a real family member.
Caitlin, where are you? Stop playing around and come home now. I'm going shopping with my friends, so drive me there. If you understand, pick me up in 5 minutes. What? Linda? Come on, hurry up! 4.5 minutes left. Sorry, I'm in LA. Huh? LA? As I told you the other day, I'll be in LA from today to tomorrow, so I can't drive you. Excuse me? You're going sightseeing in LA without doing a favor to me, your husband's mother? No, it's not sightseeing, it's part of my job. You're not working. No, I do write novels for a living. It's just a poem for fun, a hobby anyway. I'm sure the money for this LA trip is coming from Robert's earnings. You're a wife and you're going sightseeing without your husband. How cheeky. No, this time it's a work-related expense paid by the other party. Don't lie obviously when you're not working. A housewife has no work-related expenses. I'm not lying. I'll make sure to tell this to Robert. Yeah, I don't mind. Huh? He knows. That means you told him and he was against it, but you're forced to go to LA. No, he said it's okay. Don't lie. You're just making it up as you go along and pretending that he said yes. Oh my, such a no-good wife. I wonder why such a troublesome and useless wife came to our family. Before you got married, you seemed a bit timid. You tricked me, you evil wife. I don't think I've changed compared to the time before I got married. Don't talk back to me. Maybe it's time to get divorced, huh? Divorce? Yes, that's right. You're so bad at being a wife that there's nothing left to do. Tomorrow, when you get back from LA, I'll start retraining you. Retrain? Listen, this is your last chance. I'm going to be very strict with you, so be prepared. Okay. Linda, please give me back my laptop. It has important writing data in it. That's why I took it away from you. Because of this thing, you think yourself as a great novelist. You sit in front of the computer and type all day long, doing meaningless things. I've found out in the past few days that it's the biggest obstacle in the way of your training. I told you that novel is my job. I guess I'll have to start by eliminating that delusion. You know what? I'm confiscating this computer. Please don't do that. I have a deadline coming up and I need to work on it. It is more troublesome that you are a bad wife. Listen and obey me. If you disobey me, I'll destroy this computer and make you divorce. Oh no. Robert, I'm sorry to bother you when you're working. Can I talk to you? Yup, I'm on my break. What's wrong? Your mother took away my laptop. What? I've saved all my writing data up until yesterday in the cloud. I was about to back up the last chapter which I was writing today when she took my laptop. I tried to rewrite it on my subcomputer, but she took that away too. I tried to get them back, but she said she would destroy my computers if I disobeyed. So she has both of your computers? Yeah, I could write on my phone, but it would slow me down, and I don't know if I could meet the deadline. That's not good. Your deadline is the day after tomorrow, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll take care of that, but damn, she keeps bullying you and now she's interfering with your work? She's turning into a monster as the years go by. What a pain in the ass. She does it when you're not around. Sounds like so. I've already caught it all on the cameras. After my dad passed away, you thought of her and agreed to move in, and now she disrespected you? Robert, thank you. Huh? For being on my side. If you hadn't been here, I would have lost my heart long ago. Don't worry, I'll always be on your side. What's the point of being a husband if you don't protect your own wife? Thank you so much. You're welcome. But seriously, maybe it's time to move on. Time for what? Caitlin, you should get out of that house now. What? Do you have money for the train to San Diego? Yeah, it's about $35 one way, so I'll be fine. Okay, I'll arrange a place to stay. Oh, and the computer, I don't think I can get them back. It looks like they're in your mother's room, so it might be a little difficult. Well, I'll ask the editorial office if I can bring one. Hey, Robert. I'll take care of everything else. Well, thanks, but I think she's watching outside my room. If I try to go outside, I'm sure she'll say something and take me back in. I see. Then I'll call my mom. If I tell her I'm going to talk about something I don't want you to hear, she'll go into her room. You can come out when you're ready. Okay, I'll hurry up and pack my stuff. Can you give me about 10 minutes? Okay, call me when you get to the station. I'll pick you up. We'll talk about the future then. Yeah, okay. Caitlin, I thought you were stuck in your room all afternoon. Where the hell did you go? Answer me. If you disobey me, I'll have you get divorced. I'm already divorced. What? Didn't you hear from Robert? Since you wanted us to divorce so badly, we've discussed and did so. We've already done the paperwork. It was accepted without any problems, so I'm no longer his wife. Oh, really? What's the matter with you? You're acting so fast all of a sudden. You're usually a slow learner, but you had guts, didn't you? I still have some things left over there, so I'll go get them when you're not around. I'm sure you don't want to see each other's faces. Well, okay, I'll accept it. It's a bad look to leave ex-wife's personal belongings behind. So thank you very much for everything, even if it was only for a short time. I see that Robert has finally realized that this marriage was a mistake. That's my son. I don't think we'll see each other again, but take care. Yes, goodbye. Robert, I heard that you got divorced. Mom. That's my son. I'm glad you understand how your mom feels. That no good novelist-like woman deserves to be divorced by you. I'm making a dinner for you tonight to celebrate your divorce. I'll be waiting for you with roasted beef, your favorite. Yeah, well, anyway, I'm done with work. I'm going home now. Oh, by the way, I was thinking of introducing you to the right young lady for your next marriage. Come home soon. Robert! Hey, where did you go? When I woke up this morning, all your stuff was gone. Did you go on a trip somewhere? I didn't hear about it.
Mom, I got remarried.
What? Remarried? Oh dear. Oh my God, you did? Well, that's good. You want to enjoy your new married life, right? I know you don't want your mom to be around. If you're remarried with that young lady, I can stand to live alone for a while. Let's move in together around the time you have a child.
Why are you getting so excited all by yourself?
Because that lady suits you. Compared to that ex, it's like chalk and cheese.
Hey, I've never met that girl.
Huh?
It seems that you set up the blind date, but I heard she went to Germany for an overseas assignment 2 days before the date.
Really?
In other words, you're just being smug. Please don't bother everyone.
But I did it for your sake.
When you say it's for my sake, did you bully Caitlin because of my sake?
Huh?
If you thought I didn't know anything, you're too dumb. It's really sad that such a foolish person is my mother, and that even now that I've left, that foolishness hasn't changed at all.
Robert? What's wrong all of a sudden?
Yeah, right. Honestly, it seems no use to keep on complaining about it forever.
Seriously, what's wrong with you? You're not the kind of boy who would use that kind of language towards your mom, are you? Are you angry, perhaps?
Yes, I am angry. Let me get back to the topic. I remarried Caitlin.
Huh? Caitlin? Why her? You divorced her. Why would you remarry that no-good wife again?
Mom, you said she was a parasite. You said that before the divorce, and you said it now, again.
Yes, because she was being supported by you, but she pretended to be a novelist, and yet she stayed in her room and fantasized. She kept doing all that meaningless work over and over again. And the top of it, a trip to LA.
That LA trip, it was a book signing to celebrate the release of her new novel.
What? A book signing? What are you talking about?
Mom, did you forget what I do?
Well, you're an editor at a publishing company.
Yes, I told you when I introduced Caitlin to you. She's one of the authors I work with.
What?
That's why we started dating and got married. I'm sure I told you that, but I guess you didn't listen to me.
Really?
So, Caitlin was not pretending to be a novelist. She's a real novelist. And she's a best-selling author. Oh, and I saw her book on your bookshelf, the entire Dragon God Tale series.
What? She's the author of those books? That's not true. Her name is different.
When you work as a writer, you use a pen name.
Oh no, if that's the case, you should have told me sooner. My son's wife is a best-selling author. That sounds wonderful. I need to tell my friends right away.
It's too late.
What?
Mom, our divorce and remarriage is preparation to break off the relationship with you.
What?
I'm taking Caitlin's surname from now on.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean? You are our child. You have to have the same surname as us. Even your dad has passed away, and he will be sad if you get a different surname.
I won't explain why this happened, but I'll tell you, this is all your fault.
Robert!
And Dad's family took over his grave.
Huh?
It's better to pass it to them instead of you who never visits his grave. Well, goodbye then.
Robert! Robert has always been fed up with his selfish mother. He felt he had reached his limits when he found out how she was bullying me, and he was thinking about breaking off the relationship completely. And then about Linda. First, she came to my parents' house suddenly, but they happened to be out of town. Next, she barged into Robert's workplace, but he looked down at her with an icy cold blank expression and asked, "Who are you?" This seemed to be a knockout to her. She left in a daze with a look of despair on her face. She is now living alone and lonely in an empty house. She has completely become lonely since her husband's grave was passed to his family, but she deserved it. Robert and I have a new house near my parents' house in a suburb in San Diego. We hope to continue to get along well with each other and build a happy and joyful family.
Is this Nora's number? Yes, who is this? Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Rose Johnson, your boyfriend's mother. Did my sudden message surprise you? Wait, you're Jake's mother? How did you get my number? I heard about you from my son and I got a little curious, so I decided to reach out and confirm. I see, but we're not seriously talking about marriage yet. Even so, as a mother, I'm concerned. I just want to make sure that you're someone who will make my son happy. I understand, but this is quite sudden and I'm a bit confused. I understand that, but since we might become family, we should get along well. I'd like us to get to know each other sooner rather than later. Yes, I understand that, but... Oh, don't worry. I just want to get to know you. I'm curious about who you are, what kind of life you live, and whether you're suitable for my son. Excuse me? Could I have a little time? I need to prepare myself. Oh, you don't need to be so formal. How about a simple introduction? Tell me about your family and your job. Well, I'm just an ordinary office worker. Nothing special. I see. What about your parents? I'm sure they must be remarkable people. My parents are just ordinary people. There's nothing particularly unusual about them. What do you mean by ordinary? Could you please explain it properly? The kind of family you grew up in can affect married life. So I'd like to know more about your family background. Well, it's a bit private, so it might be difficult to discuss right now. What are you saying? We're going to be family, so it's better not to have secrets, don't you think? That's true, but I just think I need a little more time. Are you already planning to defy me? This doesn't bode well. That's not my intention at all. I just need a bit more time if that's okay. Enough! Contact me as soon as you're ready to talk. Okay. Since my precious son is getting married, I need to do some research beforehand as his mother. We can't have his life ruined, can we? So if there's any threat, I need to eliminate it quickly. What? A threat? Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you're a threat. I just mean that if you were, I'd need to deal with it early on. I see. Well, I'll be in touch again. Finally, I get to meet my son's fiancé. Usually, people are considerate and come to meet me sooner. But Nora, you have some nerve, don't you? You're coming to our house next week, right? I'm looking forward to meeting you. Good evening, Miss Johnson. I'm sorry a lot of things came up, and it took me a while to get back to you. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Oh, you can start calling me Rose if you'd like. Thank you, Rose. Yes, I'm looking forward to meeting you too. Finally, we'll get to meet. I've been looking forward to this day for so long. We've talked many times over video calls, but it's still different meeting in person. There are things you just can't convey through a screen. And true connections are made face to face. That's why I've been so eager to meet you. To be honest, I still don't fully understand what kind of person you are. It feels a bit strange that you've been dating my son for 5 years, and yet we're meeting for the first time. Yes, I understand. I'm really looking forward to meeting you. I'm so glad to have the chance to talk in person. I have poor eyesight, so I can't really see subtle expressions on a smartphone screen. Especially the small changes in expression. Those are completely lost on me, so I still don't have a clear sense of who you are. That's why I've had my worries and thoughts before meeting. But now that the day is finally here, I can feel those worries settling down. I've also been really looking forward to meeting you in person, Rose. I've wanted to meet you for so long. I feel bad that I couldn't visit you sooner. It's okay. It can't be helped with a distance. I know you and my son are busy with work, and your free time is limited. I also hurt my back, so long trips have been tough for me, and I didn't want to burden you, so I didn't push for a meeting. But now that I'm feeling better, I'm so happy we can finally meet. How are you feeling? Back pain makes everything difficult. Even shopping must be tough. Thank you. I'm gradually getting better. Now I can almost do my shopping without any trouble, and I'm slowly getting back to my usual routine. So please, don't hesitate to come over to our house. That's really good to hear. Then I'll visit next week. I'm looking forward to meeting you and having a chat in person. I'll be waiting. There's so much you learn when you talk face to face. But still, I never expected my son to decide on marriage. It was so sudden. It really caught me off guard. Was it surprising? Yes. My son always said he planned to stay single, so I never thought he'd consider marriage. He used to say repeatedly that marriage wasn't for him, and he thought it would be difficult to live with someone else. Oh, I see. So that's what he always said. Yes. He said just because you get married doesn't mean you'll be happy. He thought marriage has its good sides, but there are also people who end up unhappy, so he thought it was better not to get married. He believed that even if you're happy at first, it doesn't last forever. That's what he used to say. So I couldn't believe it when he started thinking about marriage. I see. Maybe the fact that I got divorced also influenced him. My marriage was far from happy, so my son might have developed a negative view of marriage after seeing that. I understand. Your experiences must have shaped your son's views. My marriage was really full of hardships, but after the divorce, living with just my son, I slowly began to feel some happiness. Before that, every day felt like hell. But now, I feel a bit more at peace. You raised your son on your own, Rose. That must have been incredibly difficult. It was tough, but I could do anything for my son. He was more important to me than my own life. So no matter how hard it was, I got through it. My son also helped with the housework and encouraged me. He was truly someone I could rely on. Because of that experience, the bond between us is deeper than anything else, stronger than anyone could imagine. I see. Your bond with him is really strong. Yes. That's why I thought there was no room for any other woman to come between us. Nora, maybe you're the one who changed that. I'm a bit surprised. What? You're the one who changed my son's mind. That's quite something. Oh, yes. Thank you. I'm sure your parents raised you with great care, Nora. Your speech is polite. You seem calm and you've clearly been well-mannered. I can tell you've had a good upbringing. You must have grown up in a wealthy family, right? No, that's not the case at all. My family is just an ordinary one. You don't have to be so modest. When someone compliments you, just accept it gracefully. Otherwise, it might come off as insincere. I'm sorry, but really, my family is just an ordinary one. Oh, but you're not saying you're from a poor family, are you? I'd be worried if my son married someone from a poor background. I don't think we're poor, but of course, standards differ from person to person. I have the right to know what level your family is at. Tell me your father's annual income. Annual income? I'm sorry, I'm not really sure how much it is. You don't know your father's income? No, not in detail. But you have a general idea, don't you? Then what does your father do? He's a composer. So, he's self-employed? In any case, make sure you find out the annual income before you come over next week. If it's below a certain level, I might have to reconsider things. Reconsider? Do you mean you want us to break up? That depends on the income. Just make sure you check it. Yes, I understand. Rose, I'm so glad we finally got to meet in person today. It was wonderful to actually meet you. I'm so happy I could finally greet you face to face. I look forward to getting to know you better from here on out. There's definitely a lot you can understand when you meet someone in person. Things that just don't come across on a screen. Well, I'm sorry, but there's something I wanted to ask. You're satisfied with my parents' income, right? I've been feeling a bit anxious. I'm really concerned about whether you'll give your blessing to our marriage. Yes. Your father seems to be a well-known composer, and I've realized his income is more than sufficient. I was surprised to find out that he's so successful in that field. But there's something that's been on my mind. What is it? Is there something that's worrying you? Actually, it's something I didn't notice on the small smartphone screen during our video calls. But now that we've met in person, don't you think you're a bit unattractive? Excuse me? Now that I've seen you in person, your eyes seem a bit slanted, and your face looks a little long. I didn't notice it over the phone, but I couldn't help but think you look a bit like a goat. I didn't expect you to say something like that. Your education and work history are impeccable, and your father's income is high, but it's just your face that's a bit disappointing. I couldn't help but wonder how such an imbalance could exist. Honestly, I'm beginning to think my son might be out of his mind for choosing someone like you as a marriage partner. Maybe his eyesight has deteriorated, or perhaps life has worn him down. But he tells me I'm attractive. But now I'm wondering if he really means it. Oh, so maybe my son just has a thing for unattractive women? I never would have guessed, but it seems he might have a peculiar taste. Do you really think I'm that unattractive? I always thought I carried myself with confidence around him. Oh dear! Have you gone through life without realizing you're unattractive? That's quite a blissfully ignorant mindset. Unbelievable! Blissfully ignorant. Isn't that a bit too harsh? I didn't think of myself that way. Oh, I was just being honest. But maybe I shouldn't have said it. I didn't mean any harm. I was just telling the truth. By the way, have you really never been called unattractive by your friends or classmates? Usually, someone would point that out. No, no one's ever said that to me. You've lived surrounded by very kind people, haven't you? Or maybe the people around you were just on a lower level altogether. That does happen sometimes. Perhaps your family and friends all have, shall we say, less than stellar looks. So even if you're unattractive, it didn't stand out much. Environment is crucial, you know. Please don't insult my family and friends. I'm not insulting them. I'm just telling you the truth. It's important to point out what's wrong. After all, you're dating my son. But honestly, this is horrible. I can't approve of this marriage. What? I can't let someone so unattractive become my son's wife. I'm against it. I'll let my son know. He should marry a woman with better looks. But we love each other. My son is just out of his mind, desperate to get married. There's no way he'd marry someone as unattractive as you otherwise. Hey, Nora, You really are a shameless woman. That's exactly why I can't approve of your marriage to my son. I won't approve ever. Haven't you broken up with my son yet? Hurry up and end it already. I absolutely won't allow my son to marry someone as unattractive as you. Do you really dislike me that much? Am I that unacceptable to you? I thought that if you considered his happiness, you might understand. You told him to break up with me, didn't you? But he didn't. Isn't that an answer? He chose to stay with me. He's seriously thinking about our future together. No matter what you say, I don't think his resolve will waver. Isn't that what love is? That's why I'm saying my son is just out of his mind. I really can't understand what he's thinking. Marriage isn't something you decide on a whim, but he just wants to get married. He doesn't care who the person is. It's clear he's not thinking clearly. That's why we're in this mess. He's ready to settle down, even if it means marrying someone who isn't the most attractive, like you. Unbelievable. I'll find him a more suitable woman. There must be someone better for my son. He should be with a proper woman. Isn't it just that you think I'm unattractive? Isn't it a bit harsh to judge my entire worth based on that? I wish you could see that looks aren't everything. How positive can you be? I'm honestly shocked that you have such confidence in yourself. But maybe you should face reality. Anyone can see you're unattractive. It's obvious to everyone. I can't allow my son to choose this marriage out of momentary lapse in judgment. I think this is the right decision if I prioritize his happiness. When I think about my son's future, I have no choice but to oppose this. I'll have to break off the engagement so my grandchildren don't end up unattractive too. Gladly, you old hag. What? I don't want a mother-in-law like you either. I don't want anything to do with you. Who are you calling an old hag? I'm just stating the facts. When something's trash, you've got to call it out, right? What a foul-mouthed woman! So, you're finally showing your true colors. I knew it. You're nothing but a worthless woman. And who's the real worthless one here? I'm just protecting my son. If he marries you and ends up with ugly children, he'll definitely regret it. I don't want him to regret it. My son is more important to me than life itself. Oh, I see. Protecting him, huh? Nora, I'll be blunt. Give me back my son. I can't let you marry him, you homewrecker. Is something wrong? You're trying to steal my son from me, aren't you? Do you know what he told me? He said, if I'm so against this marriage, he'll just stop having anything to do with me. It means he loves me more than his own mother. It feels so good to be loved like that. Don't be ridiculous. There's no way that's true. But it seems like he's already abandoned you, right? He hasn't abandoned me yet. He's just being fooled by you. Aren't you the one doing the fooling? You're trying to impose your values and putting me down in the process, aren't you? I haven't done anything, so stop with your paranoid delusions. It's because of your selfish behavior that your son now resents you. Anyone would be furious if their loved one was insulted. I was just telling the truth. I only called you ugly because you are. See? There you go again. That's out of line. Just so you know, your son is sitting right next to me right now. He's very angry after reading this. What? I'm only saying this for his sake. He says if you really cared about him, you'd let him go. For him, freedom means being able to walk the path he chooses. He believes that's where his true happiness lies. Freedom? What does that even mean? Are you saying I've been holding him back all this time? I thought I was protecting him as a parent, and this is the result? Your son has always felt like you were controlling him. He was exhausted from living a life where even the smallest decisions were made by you. He was supposed to be living his own life, but he was always forced to walk the path you chose for him. He was truly fed up with that life. That's why when it came to choosing a marriage partner, he wanted to make that decision on his own. It was the only chance he had to take control of his life. But as usual, you denied the partner he chose and looked down on me. That was the last straw for him. He's made the decision to break free from your overbearing control. I only wanted to guide him down the right path as his parent. I thought that was my role. How did it come to this? In the end, you just wanted everything to go your way, didn't you? You may have thought you were protecting your son, but all you did was treat him like a puppet, controlling him as you pleased. Have you ever considered, even for a moment, how painful it was for him to live under your control all these years? No, that can't be true. It's a lie. There's no way my son would abandon me. We've been supporting each other ever since the divorce. I can't believe this. He's supposed to need me. Actually, regarding that, your son has confided that he really wanted to live with his father. Your relationship wasn't as close as you thought. What? What do you mean by that? The reason for the divorce was your hysterical behavior, wasn't it? Just like you've insulted me, you did the same to your husband every day, didn't you? Calling him useless, slow, and worthless. He couldn't take the constant abuse anymore, so he left, didn't he? That's not true. It wasn't my fault. He was the one who didn't earn enough. And he was indecisive, weak, and completely unreliable. So of course, he deserved the criticism. But he prioritized his family and was gentle, warm-hearted, and peaceful, wasn't he? Your husband was always kind to your son. He always respected your son's feelings no matter the situation. You've said you and your son were happy living together, but in reality, it was the opposite for him. He felt like living with you was the start of a living hell. Hey, what do you think you're doing as a bride-to-be? I'll never forgive you. You might think you've tricked everyone, but I'm not falling for it. Today's your wedding day, right? It's absurd that the groom's mother wasn't invited. This is absolutely wrong. Oh, Rose. Thank you for reaching out despite your busy schedule. The ceremony starts at 10 a.m. Everything is ready and now we're just relaxing, waiting for the moment. I'm truly so happy right now. It feels like a dream to be celebrating such a wonderful day. Hey, I'm sorry. I really said some terrible things. I'm sorry for calling you ugly. I didn't mean to say that. I just got carried away with my emotions. I was wrong. I deeply regret hurting someone my son cares about so much. It's okay, really. I'm not that affected by what you said, Rose. You were just expressing what you felt, right? You were being honest, so there's no need to apologize. No, it's not like that. Really, it's not. I wasn't trying to say those things. I was just worried about my son's future. What's different? I don't understand what you were trying to say. I just wanted to criticize the person my son chose, that's all. Nora, you seem too perfect. So I felt the need to say something. And since I couldn't find any other flaws, I ended up commenting on your appearance. So, because you didn't think my appearance was perfect, you criticized it, right? Doesn't that mean you did think I was ugly? Please, don't twist my words. That's not what I meant. I didn't think you were drop-dead gorgeous, but it was wrong to say it out loud. But calling you ugly wasn't truly how I felt in my heart. No, it's fine. Call me ugly if you want. I don't care what you think of me, Rose. In the end, other people's opinions have no bearing on my happiness. Besides, we won't have any reason to interact from now on anyway. We're going to walk separate paths from here on out. What do you mean, separate paths? That sounds like you're talking about cutting ties. Oh, Rose, there's one more thing I forgot to mention. Actually, we've invited your ex-husband to the wedding as well. What? You invited my ex-husband? Why would you do that? Yes, I just met him for the first time earlier today, and he's a very kind and gentle man. Truly a wonderful person. I was so happy to have the chance to talk with him. He's remarried now, but he expressed his desire to continue being a part of your son's life. He also genuinely wishes for your son's happiness. Why is that man showing up now? I've worked so hard to raise our son. He has nothing to do with this. That's true, Rose. You did raise him. But I've learned that your ex-husband paid child support until your son became an adult. He took responsibility for your son's upbringing. And yet, you kept that from your son, didn't you? Don't you think that was a bit unfair? I wasn't trying to hide it. I just didn't think it was necessary to bring it up. But you did tell your son that his father abandoned him and left, didn't you? I think that was a bit of a cowardly act. I don't think so. Even though his father paid child support every month, you made your son believe that his father had abandoned him. You twisted the truth to suit your narrative. I just didn't want to confuse him. I thought I was doing what was best for him. Anyway, this has made it clear what kind of person you are. We don't want to have anything to do with someone like you in our lives. Wait, please, reconsider. I'll apologize for everything I've done. Please, forgive me. I'm sorry, but from now on, I'll be the one protecting my husband. He wants to cut ties with you, and I believe that's the best choice for us. What? Are you really going to cut ties with me? As long as he remains trapped in the sadness of the past, he can't move forward. Your presence is holding him back from progressing. But surely, he still needs me. No, he's already started walking his own path in life. Supporting him is my way of guiding him toward a new happiness. If you were truly necessary in his life, he would have chosen you himself. That may be true, but I'm prepared to do anything to protect my husband's happiness. He is the most important person in my life. So, what should I do? You have your own life, Rose. Instead of clinging to your son's life, you should find your own happiness. By doing so, we can both walk our new paths. Well, excuse me now. I've heard that since then, Rose lost all her connections with her family and friends, and now leads a life of isolation. Perhaps she finally realized just how badly she treated those around her. Now she lives quietly, without anyone to turn to for help or support. We, on the other hand, have regained our peaceful life. My husband has finally been freed from the chains of his past and has begun to live his own life. We still maintain a good relationship with his father, who continues to support us wholeheartedly. I hope that they can rebuild their father-son bond as they move forward. This is Brad's mother. Can I get a reply?
Oh, is it Amanda? Hi, this is Sarah.
Let me ask you something. You're dating Brad, right?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry it took a while to let you know, but Brad and I have been dating for 5 years.
For 5 years? You've been fooling around with Brad for that long? That's unbelievable.
I wasn't fooling around with Brad for 5 years. I've been dating Brad because we love each other.
What? How could you say you love each other? What? You're just after our money, aren't you? You're so obvious about what you really want. Excuse me? We've already found out that you're from a paternal family. You didn't grow up in a wealthy family. That's why you're after our wealth, isn't it? What do you mean? My husband and son both work for prestigious companies. My husband is the most prestigious of the prestigious. He even made it to managing director. I'm sure Brad will follow his footsteps. I don't understand what you're saying. It means we'll never have any money problems. For you, a father and daughter who have been living in poverty, what could make you happy? You could be a housewife without worrying about money. Well, with all due respect, I might not have a mother, but we're not poor. My father has worked hard and diligently. We have nothing to worry about. Please don't talk about my family like that. You're such a brazen woman. Just because you don't want to give up Brad. Anyway, you should break up with him. I'm not going to let it fly if you waste our money. I won't let that happen. I love Brad with all my heart. I have no intention of breaking up with him. Listen to yourself. You and Brad are not meant for each other. I'll find the right woman for him, and that's definitely not you. I think it's up to him to decide who he wants to be with. What is that supposed to mean? Are you saying that he chose you because he wanted to? He says he loves me too. He said he's thinking of getting married with me. Oh my gosh, how could you say such nonsense? I'm not lying. Then you tricked him into marrying you. I did no such thing. There is no way Brad would have chosen you, a woman who grew up in a paternal home. Anyway, I want you to break up with him immediately. I'm sorry, but I can't do that no matter what you say. Huh? Brad and I love each other. We're talking about getting married, so I have no intention of leaving him. What? What a brazen and stubborn woman you are. I will never approve you for getting married with my son, you know? Then I will do my best to get your approval. No matter how hard you try, no amount of effort will erase the fact that you're a poor woman from a motherless family. I suppose that's why you grew up to be a brazen woman. Please, don't speak ill of my father. I grew up watching my father as he worked all his life. I respect my father. I can see from your brazenness that your father's parenting was a failure. I cannot accept such a woman as Brad's wife. If I ever see you with Brad again, that's when you'll be sorry. Oh my goodness. Many things happened in the last 10 years, but we can finally make our dream come true. That's right. We've been together for 10 years already. We're already like a married couple. That's right. But we're going to be a real married couple now. I can't wait to have kids and have our family. Yeah, me too. I'm very excited to be with you. I'm very excited to be with you too. We both became a family without a mother in the past 10 years. But I'm sure both of our fathers would be happy. I'm sure they will. My father is very grateful to you and your father. He really appreciates it. I want to express my appreciation as well. Oh, no need to do that. I'm the one who's always grateful for your help. By the way, about Amanda, what are you going to do about the wedding? Oh, I don't keep in touch with her anymore since they got divorced 5 years ago. So I'm not planning to tell her anything. Of course, I'm not going to invite her to the wedding either. Dad thinks so too. I see. Isn't it obvious after what she said to you? I know. I didn't know what to do when she came to the office shouting at me. You should break up with my son. There's an insane woman in this company or something like that. That would be a disaster.
Well, it's a funny story now.
I have nothing to do with her anymore, so I'll never get involved with her again.
I see, I understand. Well then, let's get ready for the wedding of our dreams.
Right. Tell your aunt I said hi, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Hey, I told you to break up with Brad. And why are you having a wedding? I'll never forgive you.
Amanda, was it you who grabbed my arm and dragged me out of the ceremony hall? You hurt my leg.
That's good to hear. What were you thinking, not telling me about the wedding?
That's Brad and his father's decision.
What? What do you mean? I'm Brad's mother.
Yes, but he said he broke off the relationship with you.
Broke off the relationship? Well, poor guy. He must have felt that way. There's no way I would break up myself from my adorable son.
No.
And you? I saw it with my own eyes.
So what?
You and my ex-husband were walking happily alone together, weren't you? Both of you in suits, in the middle of the day. I won't allow you to marry Brad, who cheats on him with my ex-husband.
That's
very brave of you to have an affair on the job. You're such a prude. I can't let Brad marry a woman like you. Give me back my husband and son.
You were divorced from your ex-husband. He's not your husband anymore.
You have no right to tell me that. Sleeping with the father of the son you promised to marry? I don't want to be talked down by such a despicable woman.
Wait a minute. I'm not a despicable woman. I'm not having an affair.
Are you still trying to lie to me? How brazen can you be? That's what I'm talking about, a woman who came from a paternal family.
What's so bad about coming from a paternal family?
Because you grew up poor as a motherless child, didn't you? That's why you grew up to be such a lowly woman.
Please, stop making fun of my father. He's the person I respect most in this world. Ever since my mother died of illness, I can't tell you how hard my father worked. An arrogant person like you would never understand my father.
Whatever. Anyway, no matter what you say, I won't approve of your marriage to Brad. I won't let you marry someone who has an affair with my ex-husband and cheats on Brad.
Amanda.
Oh, yes. I forgot to tell you. The waiting room was unlocked, so I left your dress in tatters.
Huh? What a thing to do, Amanda.
Well, I guess you'll have to cancel today's wedding, huh? And you and Brad are going to break up. Now the despicable woman's plans are all ruined.
Amanda.
That's how it's going to be. Well then, have a nice day.
Brad, where are you?
Sarah, what's up? I'm almost at the wedding, but I got a weird text from my mom. I just pulled into a parking lot at a nearby supermarket.
Amanda was just at the wedding venue.
What? Seriously? On the text, she was asking why we didn't let her know about the wedding.
How did she know about our wedding?
She just happened to meet a friend of mine from high school, and they talked about it. I never told my friend that my parents were divorced.
I see.
She also said, I don't approve of your marriage to Sarah. Call it off.
Oh, wow. As I was about to enter the entrance, she came out of nowhere and grabbed my arm from behind and dragged me out of there.
What? Are you okay?
I scraped my leg and there was blood everywhere. My aunt is treating the wound right now. She said she can use a concealer to take care of it by the time of the ceremony.
Does it hurt?
A little, so I'm trying to cool it down. But I'm sure it'll get better. But the worst part is, Amanda messed up my dress.
What do you mean? She wrote terrible graffiti with black marker on my wedding dress.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my, what are we going to do?
My aunt is doing everything she can to help me right now. She said she'd take care of it, so I think I can handle it.
Okay, anyway, I'll hurry up and head to the ceremony. I'll be there soon, so just hang in there.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
Hey, Sarah. How are you feeling now that your wedding has been ruined? Well, I guess you deserved it. Don't ever think of marrying Brad.
The wedding and reception went without a problem. Brad and I are now husband and wife.
What? What do you mean? I made it impossible for you to wear the dress. Besides, your feet were covered in blood.
My aunt is a wedding planner at that wedding hall.
What?
That's why we chose this venue. Thanks to her quick response, she was able to get another dress. Of course, it wasn't the dress I originally wanted to wear. But thanks to the efforts of all the staff, we had a beautiful wedding. I was very touched.
And that bloody leg?
My aunt took care of that too. She immediately cooled it down, and once the bleeding stopped, she used concealer to make my legs look beautiful. I can't thank her enough for everything she did for me.
Wait a minute. You are my ex-husband's lover. You can't be allowed to marry Brad. You have to break up this marriage for that reason.
Your ex-husband works for me.
Huh? What did you say?
5 years ago, right after you two got divorced, his company went bankrupt.
What? I didn't know about that.
Well, it happened after the divorce. He said there was no need to let you know.
That's a lie. He's risen to the position of managing director. It's true, Mom. Brad, why are you with Sarah? I married Sarah. We're supposed to be together. What do you mean your father's company went bankrupt? It's because of the recession. The recession hit and the business went south. Oh no. But what do you mean he works for Sarah? That woman is really brazen. You're the one being brazen, aren't you? Listen to yourself. After my father lost his job, it was Sarah who hired him. Why her? She hired him to work for her because she was in the same line of work. I'm sure he'd be a great asset to the company. Huh? A layman like Sarah shouldn't have that kind of authority, does she? She's the one who talked to her father. What do you mean? The president of her company is her father. What? That's the first I've heard of that. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? I tried to explain to you many times, but you wouldn't listen to me, calling her a daughter of a poor father. Oh. Thanks to Sarah and her father, he is now able to work. He owes Sarah and her father a lot. Oh, that's why she had the affair. Huh? I saw it. Sarah and your father were walking in broad daylight. They were having an affair because they work at the same company. What are you talking nonsense? Dad was making the rounds with Sarah. They were going around to their clients' companies, greeting them and introducing him as a new employee. What's with the affair? Are you out of your mind? Huh? Greeting? That's right. Now, Dad is assigned to the section where Sarah works, so Dad's boss is Sarah. Huh? Sarah is his boss? How can someone who made it all the way to executive director be subordinate to a woman like that? That's impossible. You are definitely out of your mind. If it wasn't for Sarah, Dad wouldn't have gotten the job, okay? Do you think he can lose his job at his age and expect to find one soon? Dad was so grateful to Sarah and her father. No way. Besides, you and Dad are divorced. You have nothing to do with us, and you tried to ruin our wedding. I'll never forgive you. Wait a minute. I didn't know anything about this. and I want to get back together with your father again. I'm sure your father feels the same way. Of course not. Dad's not happy about what you did at the wedding either. He said he can't forgive you for being so heartless. He said that? He said if you come any closer to us, he'll take legal action. I don't consider you as my mother either. We're done. Done? I'm the real mother who gave birth to you. Why do you say such horrible things? What kind of mother are you? A mother wants her son to be happy, and you're trying to destroy that happiness. I don't consider you a mother. Don't ever contact me again. Don't you even think about it. If you ever come near Sarah, I won't hesitate to call the police. Bye. Hey, Brad, wait a minute. If you abandon me, I'll be all alone.
Amanda, that's how it is. His father works for the same company as me. I'm relying on him as my senior in the same industry, although in a matter of speaking, he is my subordinate.
The idea that my husband is your subordinate gives me goosebumps.
I know, but he is a very talented man. I'm sure he will be an executive in the near future. Well, that's for my father to decide.
I never knew your father was a company president. How could you keep it from me?
I tried to tell you many times, but you were the one who broke off the conversation every time, remember? I told you that I always respected my father, didn't I? That's because I've watched him work hard as the president of a company. So when I graduated from college, I didn't hesitate to go to work for my father's company.
I don't know anything about that.
I had been watching my father since I was a little girl. After joining the company, I have steadily risen through the ranks and am now a section manager. I'm going to be promoted to department manager in the near future.
Manager? At such a young age?
I don't think age has anything to do with it. I'm very grateful for the help I'll be getting from your ex-husband.
Are you rubbing my husband the wrong way?
No, I'm just asking his advice. When we were out and about, we had time to talk privately. He mentioned about you too.
What did he say? Did he say he wants to get back with me?
I heard that you had a habit of spending a lot of money.
What?
You never worked after marriage. You spent all the money on fashion, food, vacations. He said that no matter how hard he worked, his life never got better.
I don't think so.
When his suit was torn, he couldn't get a new one. Even when his shoes were worn out, he had to wear them until they were worn out. He was embarrassed every day when he went to work.
Oh no, was that so?
Almost every day he had to buy prepared food from the supermarket. He said it was very inconvenient for Brad, who was growing up. You even went on an overseas trip with your lover.
I can't believe he said that much.
At that time, his company was in financial trouble, and he was having a hard time. Finally, he ran out of patience and decided to divorce you. He talked to Brad about it, and he told him to do that. I had never heard of this story until he told me.
Even Brad?
I don't think he wants to get back with you no matter what. Perhaps you were dumped by your unfaithful partner? Or you are in financial trouble because you have spent too much money. You may have thought about getting back together with him, but that is not possible.
No.
He also said, I never want to see your face again.
That's not good. I have no money to live on. I have no one to help me.
Oh, you got that right.
Sarah, you're my ex-husband's boss, aren't you? Then order him to get back together with me, please.
Huh? I'm his boss only because of my title at work. In my private life, I'm his daughter-in-law. I can't give him an order like that.
Then convince him to get back together with me. In exchange for allowing you to marry Brad, you should at least do that.
I will refuse to do that. I'm a stranger to you because Brad and I both broke off the relationship with you. There's no way you would do such a thing.
Don't say that. If I get back together with that man, we will be mother and daughter, won't we? It's your duty as a wife to help your mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law? You? Don't be silly. Me, Brad, and his father, we are people who have nothing to do with you. I don't care how you live from now on.
Oh no, I'm really in trouble. At least, lend me some money?
I refuse. Anyway, please do not contact me at all in the future. How can I help you if you do such a terrible thing to me on my wedding day? You are too insane.
Don't say that. I apologize for everything I've done. Please.
If you ever contact me or come to see me in the future, I will take an appropriate action. My company has a competent lawyer.
Lawyer?
Yes, and we will also charge you a fee for the wedding, so please be aware of that.
What fee?
You ruined the dress I was supposed to wear, and because of that, my staff had to do more work than planned. I was so sorry. I told them that they should charge the maximum fee from you.
Oh no, I told you I have no money.
That's not my problem. Then I'm going to block all your contacts. Brad told me to tell you that. Don't ever get involved with us again.
Sarah!
Have a nice day. After Amanda got divorced, she was so happy with her share of the property. So then, she was living a life of spending money with her unfaithful partner. And when she finally ran out of money, the partner dumped her and left her penniless. And that's when she came up with the idea of getting back together with her ex-husband. How convenient for her to be with a family after putting them through so much trouble. I was deeply disgusted by her attitude of trying to carry out her own ego by taking away other people's happiness. After that, she found a factory where she could live and work in order to pay the alimony in installments. It would be impossible for her to earn enough money to play around. I want her to spend the rest of her life alone and sober. Under the guidance of my father, who is the president of the company, and with the help of my father-in-law, I am continuing to do well at work. In my private life, I've decided to move in with my father-in-law, and Brad and I are living happily together.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!